So you got the kit. We also have some parts which we will be needing later on right there. On the first exercise, I think you will need some of the wires, unless there already are some wires in here. No, they are not. Okay, let me show you what you should have. So basically, you should have the board. Oh, just a moment. There we go. You have a board. All right, so that's the board itself, and the processor is right there, and it should say, okay, how do you read it? So it should say CY8C27443-24PXI on that processor. If not, then go back to Robert Michalik and he will give you the right kit. Oh, no, well, the right processor. This box actually comes with two different processors, but I see Robert has been really wise on taking the other processor out of the box. But anyways, you have the kit, you have the processor, then you have this nice USB cable, and basically this USB cable does not fit here. In between there's a programmer pod. So MiniProc is a programmer for these PSoC 1 circuits. And simply just plug that one in to your computer. Pre-port, and then basically it might start installing the drivers, but in my case no, since I have already installed drivers. This 5-pin connector goes only into one place on the board. On the, let's see, on that one. So there's the connector for the MiniProc programmer, so that it basically looks like this. Oh, how does it go? There you go. We added a LCD, which is also on the box. Standard LCD display. And again, just one place to put it. Basically, if you have the kit like this, the LCD plugs in into that 14-pin connector down on the bottom like that. Make sure that you don't have the offset of one pin either of the ways. So that's the setup. Okay. Right. Back to business. So we have this board and the LCD display, and actually this is the way to look at it. So LCD, I think the top row and the bottom row are right here. Next step, how to program the chip. All right, so on this PSoC Designer, you will click under Program. There's only one place to click, Program Part. You can have more than one programmer pods on the computer at the same time. So just make sure that you have the port selection correct here. If it's empty, it means that you don't have the driver yet. So sometimes you need to work a little bit to get the driver there, especially if you have an old PC laptop. More than 5 years old may have some trouble. There. Okay. So programming. there are several ways to program, but basically, since we have also, we can also power up this one with the program part. My favorite way of programming is turn the power on and use the reset programming cycle. Okay, but the power cycle is the old-fashioned way of programming any microcontroller. When you basically power up with a certain rate, the switch on and off, then basically some microcontrollers go to the programming mode and then you just upload the code. That's one way of programming a microcontroller. Here we can also choose the reset mode and then click on toggle power. It does whatever the previous student wanted to do. I have E and 50 on the display. I would guess that's for debugging purposes there. Now, so basically it doesn't have your program yet. So, well, then next one would be just click on that program. So powered, acquire mode, reset, and then program. If your build was not successful, you cannot program. There's no hex file. But this one had, and okay, so it shows PSoC LCD, the same text what I had right there on the text. Okay, now I will be just taking a quick look at what went wrong. First one, yes. Busy, yes, and reset mode, power cycle. That seems to be okay. Fail. Try it again. Yeah, maybe. Okay, power it up. Power. And then program request. There's something wrong with this device. I would guess there's something wrong with the set. Wait a minute. I'll take a quick look at the those jumper settings. They are both off. Those jumpers are off. I would guess you probably need to change the processor. So yep. It's just okay. Fail. Okay. Let's try another thing. Put this one here. Click on that port selection. Okay, it might be that. Yeah, turn on power. And then try programming again. BC, no. What is going on here? So it wasn't about the pod. Let's try the generate build again. 0 errors, 0 warnings, program paths. That is a good question. Why it doesn't work on this computer? Did you upload the PSoC designer to your own computer? Still uploading? Oh, that's sluggish.